Hello. Alright, I have to do that. I have to start every video like this. Hello. Outside, the rain had started to pour down hard. However, inside the cousin room, it was loud and cheery. It could have been raining spears, and no one could have paid any attention. Would have paid any attention.
俺、フルハウスドーン。うわ、ブラフじゃなかったか。
The cousins were all bursting with energy, sitting in a circle on the bed.
バトラがでかく張るときは役なしのことが多いと思ってたんだがな。
そう思わせるためにここまで負けてきたんだぜ。最後に勝つために負けを布石する男、後ろ宮バトラ。
It's a sunny day today.
バトラすごい、バトラすごい。マリア、またコインなくなっちゃった。
私のコインを分けてやるよ。一緒にバトラをぶっ潰そうぜ。
With just a deck of cards, the cousins could enjoy themselves for hours and hours. They were so engrossed that the occasional thunderbolt hardly even registered as static in the background.
そろそろお腹が空いたね。夕食はまだかな。
さあ、そろそろじゃないかな。今夜はゴーダさんたちずいぶん張り切ってたな。
ってことはずいぶんと期待できそうだぜ。俺の6年ぶりの再会を祝してかな。さっきシャノンに聞いたけど、ハロウィンパーティーがあるって言ってたよ。ホールで立食形式でやるそうだよ。すごいね。
ハロウィンパーティー、すごいすごいすごい。
お、はーい、どちら様？
There was a knock. The door opened, and Ange was there. She had been sleeping in her parents' room.
おお、エンジェか。起きたか。
あのね、晩ご飯だからお屋敷行くって。準備しなさいって。ご飯だご飯だ。お腹すいた。
Perhaps because she was the hungriest, Maria celebrated more vigorously than anyone else. She jumped up happily and hopped off the bed. As the others all clambered off the bed and started putting their shoes on, Kiri and Rudolph came into view.
ほらガキども、飯だぞ。行く支度をしろい。
今日はなんだか素敵みたいよ。楽しみね。
マリア知ってる？ハロウィンパーティー。ハロウィンパーティー？マリアだけ知っててエンジェは知らない。お母さん、ハロウィンパーティーって何？
さあ、何かしらね。行ってのお楽しみね。
みんな、ええか。そろそろ行くで。
皆様、お揃いでしょうか。ご案内いたします。
マリア、こっちいらっしゃい。襟が変よ。
ああ、お腹空いちゃったわ。親族会議の一番の楽しみは食事よね。エンジェちゃんはお腹空いた？
Eva smiled at Ange.
すいた。
エンジェ、着きましたでしょ。
いいのよ。そうよね。お腹空いたわよね。おばさんもお腹ペコペコよ。
よし、出発するぞ。表は風も強いみたいだからな。傘を飛ばされるなよ。
皆様、傘をお持ちください。
はい、エンジェちゃん、傘。
ありがとう、エヴァおばさん。
やっぱり女の子は可愛いわね。今度おばさんのお家にも遊びにいらっしゃい。約束よ。
エヴァおばさんってエンジェのことを気に入ってるんだ。うん、 母さんは本当は娘が欲しかったらしいんだよ。
ああ、聞いたことあるぜ。小さい頃私もずいぶん可愛がってもらった気がする。
うちのママは本当は男の子が良かったって言ってたよ。
元気に生まれてきてくれれば性別なんてどうでもいいのよ。マリアは大切な大切な神様からの授かり物なんだから。
When they got outside, the wind was fairly strong. Eva, who had really hit it off with Angie, offered to share an umbrella with the little girl. It was hard to tell what they were chatting so excitedly about, but they seemed to be getting along splendidly already. Bador opened his umbrella as he watched this. His little sister was cute when she clung to him, but she was just as cute and adorable and looking up at someone else with a happy smile. The wind and rain were strong, but even this must have been the perfect spice to heighten their anticipation of the coming meal. Oh, Halloween decorations! Yay! Thanks to some festive decorations, the main hall had been remade into the scene of a Halloween party. The Shirmiya family always took meals in the dining hall. This was the first time I'd ever seen a buffet-style party set up in the main hall.
よーバトラー。おーマリア、久しぶりであるな。
ベアトー、ハッピーハロウィーン、トリックオアトリート。
お菓子はあるが今はやらぬぞ。食事の前であるからな。
ありがとうベアトリーチェさん。相変わらずお美しいわね。
ローザこそ子持ちとは思えんぞ。
お前少し出来上がってねえか。耳が少し赤いぞ。
ん？あの後ちょいとその金蔵が珍しい酒を手に入れたというのでな。ほんのちょびっとだ。
食事の前のお菓子は自重するのに飲酒は自重しねえんだな。
失礼いたします、ベアトリーチェ様。親方様がお呼びでございます。
I saw Kinzo beckoning from over by the portrait.
やれやれ、セレモニーとは金蔵も形式にこだわる男よ。
例の黄金の返還式うんぬんってことなんだろう。後ろ宮家にとっては一つの大きな節目なんだ。付き合ってやれよ。
ちと寂しい気持ちもあるがな。
後ろ宮家顧問錬金術師であることはこれからも変わらねえさ。
であるな。ではちょっと行ってくる。後ほどな。源氏の話によると今日のパーティーちょっとした趣向があるらしいぞ。楽しみにしておれ。
用意したのはお前じゃないだろうか。
いちいち細かい男よ。では後ほどな。
お兄ちゃん、今日は何かあるの？何か特別な日？
It looked as though even Angie had picked up on that much. She seemed to be getting tense for no reason.
後ろ宮家にとっては特別な日だ。だがエンジェとは関係ないから気楽にしてていいんだぜ。
うん。あ、そうだ。ねえねえお兄ちゃん聞いた？さっきエヴァおばさんからね、すごい秘密を聞いたの。マリアお姉ちゃんも知らない秘密、お兄ちゃんにだけ教えてあげるね。
ほう？秘密ってなんだなんだ？
あのね、アーモンドが入ってたら当たりなんだって。
当たりってくじ引きか何かの話か？
とにかくアーモンドが当たりなの。
Angie puffed out her cheeks. Apparently, she wanted to be praised for sharing this exciting secret. But just knowing that Ange's wing doesn't really explain much.
分かった分かった。大切な秘密を教えてくれてありがとうな。
お兄ちゃん嫌い。せっかく秘密を教えてあげたのに。
Angie, her cheeks still puffed out, headed back to where Aunt Eva was. They really are getting along well. Well, I guess I have no problem if it's Ray. If it was some guy from her class, I don't care if they're in elementary school. It's not happening. No playing with the opposite sex without Oni-chan's approval. At that moment, Genji-san's voice rang out. The shattered gradually subsided, and the rain outside once again became apparent.
皆様、ご静粛に願います。
Silence filled the room. All of the relatives seemed vaguely aware that tonight's festivities consisted of more than a Halloween party. Battlor already knew. This was a ceremony to mark the return of the gold from Kinzo to Beatrice, which had been borrowed for so many years. Now, that fact was being announced by Kinzo himself. He spoke of how this gold had not only restored the Ushirimiya family, but brought it to a level of wealth it had never before experienced. He spoke of how he would finally return this gold to Beatrice, the one who had saved the Ushirimiya family. Kinzo personally handed an ingot, decorated with a bright red ribbon, to Beatrice.
3代にわたる黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェの恩、後ろ宮家は未来永劫忘れることはないである。
やれやれ、しまう場所もないが特別に引き取ってやろう。
ベアトリーチェ様。
It was hard to imagine Bito, of all people, getting admonished by Genji. He couldn't help but laugh.
後ろ宮家顧問錬金術師ベアトリーチェである。今宵をもち10トンの黄金の貸し出し契約の終了を受け入れるものである。我が祖母の代より数十年、片翼をもがれたわしは再び飛翔の時を迎えた。わらわはそれを見守り、子々孫々までの未来永劫の繁栄を心より祈るものである。
Applause filled the hall. Though she'd managed to make such a dignified speech for once, as soon as it was over, she stuck her tongue out and leered at us. I guess that's about the limit of how long Bito can stay serious.
黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェは名を受け継ぐことで1000年を長らえる魔女である。よって彼女の子々孫々に至るまでその全てがベアトリーチェであり、その全てが当家の顧問錬金術師なのである。後ろ宮家子孫一同はベアトリーチェの恩義を永遠にたたえ、子々孫々に永遠にそれを伝えるのだ。ベアトリーチェは未来永劫後ろ宮家の恩人であり、尊い絆で結ばれた家族なのである。
ご承認いただける方々は拍手をもって承認をお願いいたします。
After Genji's words, the relatives all looked at each other, then started applauding at once.
ありがとう、諸君。ベアトリーチェよ。そなたは後ろ宮家の一員だ。それは血より尊き絆によるものだ。
金の貸し借りの縁は血より大切であるからな。
ベアトリーチェ様。
After that, Kinzo's long-winded speech continued. Tonight, Kinzo would retire as the Ushirimiya family head. Then, he announced that he would reveal the distribution of his inheritance. A stir of excitement spread across the siblings in money trouble when they heard that they wouldn't have to wait for Kinzo's death to get their shares.
お前たちがそれぞれ 金に苦労しているのは知っておる。それらの問題は全てこれで解決できるであろう。ただし心せよ、これは死を待たずして与える遺産である。私はお前たちを厳しくも常に見守ってきた。しかし今宵をもってお前たちの父はそれをやめるのだ。私は雲上から見守るかのごとくお前たちが飛翔するのを眺めているだろう。もはや何の口出しもせぬ。そなたたちの生きたいように生きるがよい。
親父。
お父様。わかりました。私たちは必ずや飛翔してみせます。
兄弟で力を合わせ後ろ宮家をますますに繁栄させることを兄弟一同ここに誓います。
さやで、わしらは力を合わせたら向かうところ敵なしや。
Hideyoshi laughed, but Genji admonished him. However, he could understand why they were so happy. So far, the siblings had quarreled ruthlessly over the inheritance. However, this evening, the inheritance had been neatly split apart, and they no longer had any need to scheme for money. In other words, the siblings no longer had any reason to squabble with each other anymore. On the contrary, this was a time for them to join hands and help each other become more and more prosperous. Eva and Rosa were sniffling, with tears in their eyes. And so was Rudolph. Perhaps now, despite their ages, they had finally left the nest for real. Tonight, the eagles of the Ashiramiya family would leave Rakanjima, the nest weaved from the witch's magic, and go their separate ways, with their own power and determination. It made Kinzo think, if only I had done this from the start. If he had settled the inheritance problem himself, there would have been no need for his children to quarrel at all. Instead, he had acted in a sullen manner and left the problem to them, which had resulted in their strained relationships. Yes, it was all his responsibility. And now, the intertwining bonds had been released. It was as though an invisible rope had been wrapped around Kinzo's body. That rope was now gone, and he felt a sense of release he hadn't experienced for many years. The four siblings stepped forward, and before Kinzo, they swore to all support Kraus, the new head, and lead the family to greater prosperity. Their faces sparkled with an unexpected youthfulness. It was only natural. After all, none of the four had made such a natural feeling promise since the time they were kids. As the vibrancy of their youth returned to them, the siblings made a promise once again. When Kraus finished his announcement, a friendly applause filled the hall. The cousins, and the servants too, joined in on the applause that continued on and on. Ange watched this, dumbfounded. The four siblings were supposed to have quarreled with each other constantly since they were kids, and they were supposed to have pointlessly locked swords with Kinzo's inheritance as their goal, their worries over money spurring them on. Thanks to this ceremony, even the world of truth, the world I acknowledge, has been rewritten. Were they actually friendly towards each other, or did they quarrel all the time like I believe? It doesn't matter. Either way, right here, right now, all of those problems have been resolved. I mustn't believe this is just Oni-chan's farce, even though I knew that fact. When I watched Dad and the others hugging each other, with teary smiles on their faces, I couldn't help but feel something warm welling up in my eyes.
信じないわ。これも全部お兄ちゃんの茶番なんでしょ。
お前は何を見たら聞いたら信じることができるんだ。
赤き真実で言ってくれたら。
赤で言えなければ全ては嘘なのか？
信じない。私はこんなの
Ange looked at the floor and fell silent. As the game master, Battler was able to use the red truth. However, Battler wishes game board. In the world of humans, red truth doesn't exist. People see things, hear things, and when they believe that something is worth believing, they accept it as a red truth. Unless Ange accepts it, no kind of truth can become truth. Battler wanted her to realize this. There was no point in using the red truth, a rule of this game, to force the truth on her. Ange would have to use her own power, her own heart, to accept the truth as truth. The decision was Ange's. No one could force her to decide either way. So, there was nothing wrong with Ange declaring this scene to be a farce. But if so, then what about the hot tears dripping down Ange's face? Ange would have to think that through herself without anyone telling her. After one sniffle and a rub of her eyes, Ange let the 6-year-old version of herself take control of her piece. What followed was a harmonious, fun stretch of time. Beautifully adorned dishes were brought in one after another, and champagne corks were loosened with pleasant sounds. Several small tables were set here and there, each with its own theme. That was where the fun lay in this stand-up buffet party, as the guests wandered from table to table, pondering what they should eat first. This sort of performance was where Goda's genius shone through. The hotel that let him go should have regretted ever having done so. Of course, a stand-up buffet would probably be a tiring affair for the middle-aged, so chairs had been set up as well. However, each time a new dish was brought into the hall, they could get up to look, wandering through the tables however they pleased. This way, they could each bump into a new group of people, then mingle elsewhere than when that group melted apart. People are interesting. As the members in each group changed, so did the topic of conversation. The bustling Halloween party played out like a colorful kaleidoscope. The origami chains decorating the walls brought back youthful memories. Those would help anyone enjoy themselves like they were kids again. Even to Ange, it was like a dream. She chatted happily with her cousins. She also chatted with her aunts and uncles. Bito showed her several tricks that she called magic. Maria said they were magic, Ange said they were tricks, and the night grew even more alive. The two young girls were so fired up that the adults decided to show some tricks they knew, shocking both of the kids utterly. Eventually, they each started showing tricks to the others, asking if they'd ever seen this one or that one before. And it became a party of magic, just perfect for Halloween. In addition to magic tricks, several quizzes, riddles, and games popped up, reminding everyone of their childhood days. Even the servants who were serving food got dragged into the groups, and the whole hall was filled with chatter. To Ange, young as she was, every single magic trick, quiz, and riddle was an entirely new experience. It stimulated her intellectual curiosity, and she couldn't contain her excitement. Add in the wide variety of delicious foods and drinks she could choose from, and it was like being in a dream. Ange felt a floaty sensation, as though she was walking on a cloud.
Ange, お前、これを飲んじゃったのか？これ、お父さんの飲み物だぞ。
エンジェも大人のブドウジュース飲みたかったの。だからいいの。
少し顔が赤いぜ。大丈夫か？
ちょっとしか飲んでないから大丈夫とは思うけれど。
エンジェ大丈夫だよ。子供じゃないもん。
エンジェちゃんはこっちを飲みなさい。ルドルフお父さんが飲んでるのは悪い飲み物だからもう飲んじゃダメよ。
そうだな。悪いのを飲んでるとエンジェも悪い大人になっちまうぜ。
エンジェ悪い大人にならないもん。お姫様になるもん。
そうよ。エンジェは私たちみんなのお姫様よ。
そうだな。エンジェは家族みんなのお姫様だ。
私にもお姫様よ。ぜひ今度おばさんの家にも遊びに来てね。絶対なんだから。いっぱいいっぱい歓迎してあげるんだから。
ありがとう、エヴァおばさん。
Everyone's being really nice. It almost feels like I've become a real princess. I feel so great I can almost believe that this whole celebration was being held for my sake. Battler stood outside that group of people. As he watched Angie smiling happily from the distance, he smiled too.
ああして幸せに笑えば名前負けもせんのにな。惜しい娘よ。
そうだな。天使の名にふさわしい笑顔だと思うぜ。
あの笑顔がコマでなく本当のエンジェのものであればよいのだが。
仮に違ってもあいつはこれを見てるさ。そして自分で考えればいい。
そなたとエンジェのゲームは慈しみにあふれているな。わらわからすればもどかしいほどにな。
もどかしくて何の問題がある。誰の邪魔もない。妨害も駆け引きも何もなしだ。
そうだな。このゲームはもはや戦いでさえない。
言ってみれば片付けなんだ、俺たちのゲームの。
わらわの気まぐれなる行為があやつに及んだ罪は償いきれぬ。
俺たちのゲームの責任だ。俺たち二人で償う。だから俺たちでエンジェに最後のゲームを送る。
エンジェはあの鍵を正しく使えると思うか。
俺たちが正しいと思う方へ無理やり引っ張ることももちろん考えたさ。
それは意味なきことかもしれぬな。強制された選択は正しくとも生涯受け入れがたい。
そういうことだ。エンジェは自ら考え自ら選ばなければならない。それが俺たちから見て正しくない選択であったとしても、俺はそれを祝福しようと思う。
ゲームマスターはそなただ。わらわはもはや何も口を挟まぬ。今宵をただ楽しむだけだ。
エンジェにとっては意味あるゲームだ。だが俺たちにとってはお疲れ様パーティーみたいなもんさ。
そろそろやってくる頃合いだな。しかし良いのか。エンジェにまた誤解されるぞ。
大丈夫さ。それにむしろ必要なんだ。お前がそういう姿を見せたようにみんなもな。
ならば我らもこの千秋楽祝いを楽しませてもらうとしよう。これほどの長きゲームにて皆それぞれの役を見事演じきってきたのだから。
That instant, the sound of someone clapping for attention rang out.
さあさあ皆様お集まりください。本日のとっておきでございます。本日は今夜のハロウィンパーティーの目玉としてこの特製ザッハトルテをご用意させていただきました。
Goda had been the one clapping. Everyone gathered together, wondering what was going on. On the serving cart in front of him was a large sliced chocolate cake.
ご覧の通りチョコレートにて片翼のわしの紋章の風浪をつけた後ろ見分けだけの一品でございます。
Oh. The stupendous cake drew a grasp of admiration from all present.
これは立派なケーキですな。目玉にふさわしいものです。
いえいえ、ただのケーキではございませんよ。今夜のこのケーキには一つ秘密がございます。親方様、どうかそれを皆様にお話しくださりますようよろしくお願いいたします。
これはささやかなゲームであるぞ。このケーキには一つだけ当たりのものがあるのだ。
アーモンドだ。
Angie shouted happily. Kinzo looked at her and nodded.
このケーキの中の一切れだけにアーモンドが一粒入っておる。そのケーキを選んだ者が 今夜の王様であるぞ。
王様ゲームなんて久しぶりだぜ。
あなたのは悪い王様ゲームよね。
さて、王様になるとどんなことがあるのですかな。
王様は願いを一つ口にすることができる。それを皆で叶えようではないか。
へえ、面白そうだぜ。
王様は男がなるんだよ。女の子はなれないよ。
女の子が当たりだったらお姫様になれるんだよ。
アーモンド、アーモンドが当たり。
そうだな、エンジェはすごいな。
こういう時はくじ運がものを言うんや。負けへんで。
お待ちなさいよ。小さい子から順に選ぶといいわ。
それがいいですね。エンジェちゃんからどうぞ。
こら、マリアはお姉さんでしょ。エンジェちゃんを先にしなさい。
エンジェが当たりを引いちゃったらどうするの？エンジェが当たりを引く。アーモンドが当たり、アーモンドが当たり。
私たち年寄りは残り物に福があることを祈りましょ
う。和解順ということはビリは金蔵であるよな。
そなたは繊細であろうが。
納得ゆかん。
Everyone burst out laughing. Her real age was unknown, but she claimed to be 19 years old. In front of Ange lay a large cake, split into several pieces. Just one of those pieces was the winner.
さあ、エンジェ様、どのケーキになさいますかな。どれを選んでもほっぺたが落っこちるほど美味しいですよ。
やだ、当たりのじゃないとやだ。
じゃあ一発で当ててみせるしかないな。ほら、選べ選べ。
Beatrice pushed Angie's small back towards the table with the cake.
どれにしようかな。
The chocolate cake was cut into 15 pieces. I want to pick the one with the almond and become the princess. One of them has an almond. Which could it be? I get to choose first, but it sort of feels unfair. I mean, it is, isn't it? My chances of getting the right one are 1 in 15. There's no way I'll get it. And then, when Maria One-chan goes after me, she has a 1 in 14 chance of picking the winner. The next person has a 1 in 13 chance, then a 1 in 12 chance, and the last person will win for sure.
お兄ちゃん、これずるい。最初に選ぶ人の方が不利。
Everyone laughed. Apparently there was something wrong with my calculations, but I still didn't like it.
さあ、エンジェ様から運試し。どうぞどうぞ、お選びください。
If I have to pick one out of so many, there's no way I'll win. But for some reason, tonight, it feels like I might actually win after all. I have no reason for feeling this way, but when I'm in a good mood, Lady Luck always brings me fortune.
ほら、決まったか？
決まった。これが当たり。
I concentrated on my fingertip and pointed at one of the 15 slices. The slice I chose was... Oh, I get to pick one! What? What? Oh. Actual... gameplay in a visual novel. Oh. Which one? Oh. That one's red a little bit. See? Kind of looks red. What should I do? This is nice. I want to go with this one first. I'll do this. This is number 1. Cool. Oh. Wait, that was the right one? What? What? Oh. Okay.
これでございますね。よろしいですか？
もう決めたの？これがいい？
When you asked me whether I was sure, I felt a little uneasy. Still, at times like this, it's better to stick with your instincts. It was one of the few bits of philosophy that this young girl had learned from her few life experiences. Goda took the chosen slice, put it on a plate with a fork, and handed it to Ange.
次はマリアね、マリア。どれにしようかな。
It was Maria's turn next. She was excited, determined to be the winner. I walked away from that group, all by myself. I was struck by a temptation to quickly cut the cake open and check for an almond inside. However, I stopped myself. If I check my piece first, my chance of winning is 1 in 15. However, if I wait for some other people to check their slices, then when I see that they've lost, my chances will go up, if only slightly. In other words, instead of searching for the almond right away, my chances will go up if I wait for some other people to lose. But if someone picks a winner while I'm sitting around here, the chances of my slice being a winner will go to 0. It will be tough to calculate the right moment. I need to wait just long enough for as many losers to show up as possible. My chances of winning are highest if I can check my piece immediately before someone else wins. Yeah, that's the trick to winning this game. Oh, she's really taking this seriously. What a strange thought. It feels like I'm missing something. Even though no one else can touch the cake that's sitting in front of me. The almond inside it will appear or disappear depending on whether or not the other people win or lose. I was in such a good mood that I felt dizzy, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my theory. But I did realize that something was strange. There is always just one truth inside a cat box. No matter what happens outside the box, it shouldn't be able to shake the truth inside. And yet, I'm being shaken about by events outside the cat box, trying to use those to change the way I observe the box's contents. I got to choose the cake slice. I don't even know what I'm saying. Another me inside me is trying to say that, but it's too hard for me to understand. I feel like I'm drifting. I got so cheery and excited that, even though I'm not sleepy, my mind feels hazy. Maybe it's because I drank Dad's adult drink. In the end, even though I chose the first piece, I decided to check it last. After I've seen that everyone else has lost, my chances of winning will be 100%. I tried to find the contradiction in my thinking, but I didn't really get it, so I stopped. It's much better to have a 100% chance than a 1 in 15 one, so I decided to bet on that. I couldn't wait to open this precious treasure chest. But I waited for everyone else to choose their pieces and check them.
どうですか？当たりの出た方はいますか？
マリアの入ってなかった。
私のも外れだぜ。お姫様になり損ねちまった。
外れでも本当に美味しくて美しいザッハトルテだね。食べずに飾っておけるものならそうしたいくらいだよ。
どうだ？アーモンドあったか？
私もダメね。秀吉兄さんはどう？
わしも外れのようや。会社に嫁にもうわしの運は使い切っとるからな。
もうそれってどういう意味よ。
南條先生はいかがですか？
今調べてるところです。たまにはこういうのも楽しいですな。
うん。駆け引きなしの純粋な博打も実に面白い。 ベアとはどうであったか。
残り物に服があるなどと言った嘘つきは誰だ。ガル
エンジはどうだ。アーモンドはあったか。
今調べてる。
なんだ、まだ手をつけてなかったのか。
I had been following my own personal probability theory, but I didn't think I could explain it well to Oni-chan, so I didn't mention it to him. I wonder if there's an almond in here. If I win, I'll be tonight's princess. I'll be happy if I win, but even if I don't, it'll still be a really fun night, so that's okay. It got put on hold when this cake game started, but before then, everyone is having a lot of fun trading tricks, quizzes, and riddles. This game is fun too, but I want to play it like that again soon. Huh? Oh, that was good.
Oh.
That was good though. I lifted up that tiny thing with my fork and stared at it, then showed it to my brother.
これ、アーモンドだよね。
おお、エンジェのに入ってたのか。すごいぜ、エンジェ。
Oh. At the same time, a stir rose up in the other corner of the room.
あったわ。私のに当たりが入ってた。
ほう、エヴァが当てたか。
これはおめでとうございます、エヴァ様。
違う、エンジェが当たりなの。私がアーモンドなの。
I held the almond high and shouted across the room. The crowd around Eva split, and everyone stared at me, surprised. I was surprised too. The thing in her hand was, without a doubt, an almond.
なんだこりゃどういうことだ。
What?
5だ。アーモンドが2つ入ってるようだが、どちらも当たりなのかね。
はて、そんなはずは。
どちらかが勘違いということでしょうか。
エンジェ様のは間違いなくアーモンドです。カノン君、そっちは？
エヴァ様のも間違いなくアーモンドです。
では2人とも当たりということではありませんか。
親方様。
これは奇異なこともあるものだ。どうしたものか、豪だよ。
これはちょっとした手違いでございまして、じゃんけんでもしてもらって。
ケチくさいことを言うでない。2つのアーモンドが現れ、女王と姫が選び出されただけの話ではないか。
そういうことだ。2人が当たりということで良いではないか。
まあしかし。
Godo was hesitant. Actually, he had prepared a single special dessert for the king. It had been decorated in a way that made it hard to split for 2 people. So, it was inconvenient for there to be 2 kings. When Eva heard Godo mumbling something to this effect, she shrugged and laughed.
じゃあ、エンジェちゃんがお姫様になりなさい。
お姫様！エンジェはお姫様なの？
私はその付き人よ。ね、これならいいでしょう。
Of course it worked. Ange had been worried that Eva would be declared the winner, since she had spoken up first. So she hadn't even dreamed that Eva would give it up to her.
でも、いいの？エヴァおばさんも当たりなのに。
いいのよ。エンジェちゃんの付き人になれたもの。さあ、お姫様。あなたが叶えてほしい願いは何？考えてちょうだいな。エン
ジェは、願い事、もう決めてあるの。
あら、それは何？おばさんに教えて。
I want this fun time to keep on going. Forever. The young me spoke for the desire in my heart.
さっきまでの楽しいがずっと続いてほしいの。
I get the feeling that the nuance has changed. Still, that was unmistakably my wish.
さっきまでのって、ああ、手品とかクイズとか？ じゃあこうしましょう。みんな聞いて。お姫様の命令よ。ついさっきまでみんなが盛り上がっていたように、手品やクイズなどでエンジェちゃんを楽しませてあげてちょうだい。
おいおい、もう手品のネタも尽きちまったぜ。
ならクイズやなぞなぞね。
つまりみんなでいろいろなクイズでエンジェちゃんに楽しんでもらうようにすればいいわけかね。
お姫様に楽しんでもらえるクイズをみんなで献上するのですね。
なるほどね。了解したよ。
なるほど、面白いではないか。ではエンジェよ、こうしよう。みんなにクイズやなぞなぞを出してもらい、それに挑むがよい。見事解けるたびにそなたにメダルを1枚与えよう。
Okay, Angie, you can do
メダル
this.
って
記念メダルってことだろうな。いっぱい正解できればいっぱい集められるんだろうぜ。
ただ集めるだけではつまりませんね。
集めたメダルの枚数に応じて私から素敵なプレゼントを送ってやろう。どうだ、がぜんやる気が出たであろう。
すごいじゃない。ご褒美まであるんですってよ。
よかったわね、エンジェ。
Everyone gathered around me, smiling, as they thought about what sort of puzzle they'd give. They're all thinking about me, so that they can play with me. Just the feel of having that all to myself made me explode with joy at becoming the princess. I became the Halloween party princess, and the tournament of quizzes and riddles just for me began. It looks like I get a medal for each puzzle I get right. If I get a lot, I'm supposed to get a wonderful prize from grandfather. Okay, here I go.
誰からクイズをもらえばいいのかな。
Okay.
誰からでもいいそうよ。好きな人に話しかけてごらんなさい。
今のうちに何かとっておきの問題を考えておかないとね。
マリア、あなたクイズの本をカバンに入れてなかった？
あるよ。意地悪な問題でエンジェをいじめるの。
Maria One-chan laughed with an evil smile. Looks like everyone's going to try and bully me. I'm sure they'll think up some really hard questions.
大丈夫よ。おばさんが助けてあげる。
本当？
ええ。だっておばさんはお姫様の付き人じゃない。だから2人で頑張っていっぱいいっぱいメダルを集めちゃおう。
さあさあ、エンジェ様、誰からでも結構でございますよ。このゴーダもいつでも挑戦をお受けいたします。
まあ待て待て、最初に姫君に謁見する栄誉はこの私のものだ。エンジェよ、まずは私の挑戦を受けてみよう。
はい。
I suddenly got tense and my stomach began to feel tight. Then Aunt Eva gently held my hand.
大丈夫よ。一緒に頑張りましょ
う。では行くぞ、エンジェよ。これはクリスマスの日の話。12月25日の話だ。
クリスマス？
Christmas. Even though it was October, he suddenly started talking about Christmas. Is he going to ask what day Christmas is? I know that. It's December 25th.
クリスマスの日、夜空を見上げながら女は言った。そしてまた日が沈んで夜になってもまたクリスマスだったらいいのに。
So eventually the night will end and morning will come. They got stuck.
すると男は言った。いいよ。その夢を叶えてあげるよ。と、そんなことが果たして可能だろうか。
クリスマスの次の日は26日で普通の日だもん。そんなの無理。
夜が明けてもまだクリスマス。おばさん、わかった。
どうして？どうしてクリスマスの次の日がまたクリスマスなの？
エンジェも考えてみるがよい。
This is A or B. So I get two choices. A, it's possible. B, it's impossible. Night once more. It could be Christmas again. Let's see. What would this be? Night once more. So does she put him? Does she put her? Yeah. Does she put her in a different time zone? So once it goes Christmas in one part of the world, then she takes her back to the opposite side of the world, and where it's still yesterday, and then she has Christmas again. Is that what he does? So, is that what happens? Okay, I'll say it's possible. A, it's possible. Possible. It's time zones. Right?
そうそう。一日の間に夜って2回あるのよね。
12月25日は真夜中の午前0時から始まる。午前0時は夜だから、それが最初の夜。それから朝になってまた夜になっても夜中の12時まではまだ同じ日。
そういうこと。そのどちらの夜も確かにクリスマスの日の夜よね。
エンジェすごい？エンジェすごい？
It's fun. Let me look at what she said again. Still the same day until midnight. Wait, so is it saying the nights of the same day are both on Christmas? Is that the answer? What? With a delighted smile, Aunt Eva patted my head vigorously.
おほはは、見事であるぞエンジェ。難しい問題のつもりだったのにあっさり解かれてしまったわい。
おめでとうございます、エンジェ様。これが第1問正解のメダルでございます。
That's a good question. Genji's hand held out a gold card medal. Grandfather smiled at me, urging me to take it.
ありがとう。
その調子で頑張るがよい。
Okay, actually,
私の出題はおしまいだ。向こうへ行き、好きな人に話しかけてクイズを出してもらうがよい。
So, I mean, I kind of guessed because I thought it was that answer, but for a different reason. So I don't know about this. It was a heavy gold colored medal. If I get a lot of these right, my pocket might burst. I'm gonna get so many that I can brag about it to everyone. I'm going to answer all of them. And then stop there. After bowing to grandfather, I hurried off with Aunt Eva to where everyone else was gathered. I'm not gonna reload saves and do it until I get all of them. I'm okay. Well, I'll just see how I do the first time. Kimso watched Angie go with a warm gaze.
ちょいと簡単すぎたかな。
That's
いい
pretty
え
good.
ちょうど良かったと思います。
源氏、私は良いおじいちゃんを演じられただろうか。
無論でございます。
エンジェは幼い。そして体調を崩し六軒島へ来ないことも多かった。私をよく覚えてはいないだろ
う。Young children have their own kind of cruelty. They think of kindness as something they'll naturally receive. And because they think of kindness as only natural, they forget about it quickly.
親の恩と同じです。それを理解するには、エンジェ様もお年を重ねられる必要があるでしょ
う。やがては私のことを面白いおじいちゃんだったと思い出してくれるだろうか。
はい、必ずです。
Kinzo's expression grew slightly darker. Eventually, even Ange will get older, and she will probably hear how the public at large regards Ushirimiya Kinzo. The Ushirimiya Kinzo known by the public is completely different from the Kinzo who plays with his grandchildren. When she learns, will Ange remember the face of Kinzo the tyrant, known of by the world, or that gently smiling face?
できるなら私の笑顔を思い出してほしいが、それは高望みであろうな。
仕方あるまい。子供とはそういうものだ。
ベアとか。
子供は優しさに飽食し、それを決して記憶にとどめぬ。あれが12年を経れば、後宮金蔵がどれほどの奇人変人であったかを知るだろう。それに塗りつぶされ、そなたの笑顔など忘れ去られる運命よ。
であろうな。いくら甘やかせど報われぬ愛である。
だが親の恩を思い出すのに長い時間をかけるようにエンジェもやがてきっと思い出すだろう。そなたが孫にどのような笑顔で接していたのかを
な。忘れてもよい。ただ一時私に向けて微笑んでくれただけで、私には何よりものメイドの土産になるのだ。これが無償の愛の境地である。
祖父とは報われぬ存在であるな。
報われておるとも、先ほどのエンジェの微笑みが思い出せれば、私は今夜お迎えが来ても一向に構わんぞ。
With a lonely laugh, Kinzo spun around, setting his cape fluttering. This was all the love he could offer Ange as a grandfather. Part of him wanted to be remembered, but he knew he mustn't wish for that. That was how unrewarded love worked. After looking at Kinzo's back, Vito stared at Ange's back again.
エンジェ、それでもいつか思い出してやれ。金蔵がそなたにどんな笑顔を見せていたのかをな。
Okay, next one. Okay, whose quiz should I take next? I'm gonna challenge more and more people, get more and more medals for getting them right, and get a wonderful present to show everyone. Uncle Cross and Aunt Natsuya are over there. They're looking this way and smiling. I'm sure they've thought up some interesting puzzles. There's Uncle Hideyoshi, beckoning for me to come over. He's a fun uncle, so I'm sure he's thought up a fun question. Mom and Dad are across from him. They're waving at me, telling me to have lots of fun. Dad probably knows a lot of really hard questions. He might be tough. Over there is Aunt Rosa and Maria One-chan. It looks like they're reading a quiz book together, searching for a problem. Every now and then, Maria One-chan glances over at me, saying, she can be mean sometimes, so I'm sure her puzzle won't be a nice one. Beyond them are Bador Oni-chan, George Oni-chan, and Jessica Oni-chan. Bador Oni-chan is usually nice, but he sometimes says really mean things, and I think he likes seeing me get confused. I get the feeling that he'll give me a really tough problem. Is there anyone who looks like they won't be mean? If I can, I'd like to start with some easy puzzles to warm me up. All the way over there are Genji-san and Dr. Nanjo. I don't think those two will be mean to me. And then there's Shannon and Kenan. Shannon knows about a lot of quizzes and fairy tales. I'm sure she'll give me something unique. Then we have Goda-san and Kumasawa-san, who are serving tea. Kumasawa-san might be tough. I kinda think she'll give me a really confusing problem. It looks like everyone might be pretty tough. I can't pick.
エンジェちゃん、とっておきの問題を用意したで。こっち来てや。
Uncle Hideyoshi is calling for me. What should I do? Should I go?
秀吉おじさんのところ行ってみる？
順番なんて関係ない。だって私は全員に挑戦するんだから。
I rolled up my sleeves and headed towards Uncle Hideyoshi. Oh.
よく来たな。わしのは難しいで。
あなたが出す問題ってどんなのかしら。あまり難しすぎるのを出しちゃダメよ。
Okay.
難しくてもいい。タカモン。
Angie, you're not Erica, but you're still pretty good.
ほな、行くで。
After clearing his throat, Uncle Hideyoshi started telling his question.
わしのはな、なぞなぞやで。ええか？よく聞いてや。桃太郎の話は知ってるやろ？
No, I don't. What is that?
川から桃がどんぶらこ？
Okay.
そや。しかしな、その川には甘栗が流れてきたんや。
甘栗？
そうや。そしたら次の日にはな、イヨカンが流れてきたんや。
イヨカン酸っぱいから嫌い。
その次の日にはな、今度はウリが流れてきたんや。その次の日には枝豆が、その次の日にはオクラが、その次の日には柿が流れてきたんや。
変な話よね。上流に八百屋さんでもあるのかしら。
さて問題や。その次の日には何が流れてきたと思う？
Okay, Hideyoshi. Let's fly
おば
floated
さ
down
ん、
next.
わかった。エンジェちゃんはわかる？
わかんな
じゃあヒントをあげるわね。流れてきたものにはちゃんと順番があるのよ。何の順番かわかるかしら？
そら大ヒントやな。
An onion, a lettuce. Is it the shape or is it a vegetable? Huh. Well, it can't be grapefruit. So is it onion or... lettuce. Lettuce? I don't know. Okay, I'll say B. B and onion.
全然わかんない。
Don't have a clue, me neither.
ちょいと難しすぎたか？
おばさんはその次の日に流れてくるのもわかるわよ。きっと栗が流れてくるのよね。
What? That wasn't even an answer.
そうや。そしてその次の日には多分毛で始まる野菜が思いつかんな。
I'm not sure I understand. Oh well, too bad.
わしな、エヴァの分もなのか、もう一枚メダルをもらっとんのや。しかし問題がもう思いつかんのや。
じゃあ私がエンジェちゃんに出題しちゃおうかな。
エヴァおばさんが？
そうよ。お姫様への付き人からのクイズ。ちょっと面白いクイズが思いついたから、ぜひ挑戦してほしいのよ。
I think it was grapefruit. Eva smiled brightly. I want to get as many medals as possible, so of course I want as many chances as I can get.
挑戦
するその意気よ。じゃあ出題するわね。
It was fruit or vegetable. It was just alphabetical.
旅行が大好きだって話はしたことがあったかしら？
エヴァおばさんはよく海外旅行へ行くって言ってた。
そうよ。だから旅行の問題を出すわね。あるところに旅人がいたの。
旅人？
その旅人はまず北へ5キロ歩いたわ。
その問題紙に書いた方がいい？
It was grapefruit.
大丈夫よ。そんな難しい問題じゃないから聞くだけで OK。旅人はまず北へ5キロ歩いた。そして次に東へ5キロ歩いた。そして次には南へ5キロ歩いたの。
北へ5キロ、東へ5キロ、南へ5キロ。この字みたいに歩いたの？
そういうことやな。スタート地点から東に 5km の地点にいる計算になるで。
そのはずでしょう。ところがなんと旅人はスタート地点に戻ってしまっていたの。こんなおかしなことってありえると思う？
そんなことあるわけないで。方位磁石がいかれたんとちゃうか？
そんなのじゃないわよ。エンジェちゃんわかる？
方位磁石のせいじゃないの？これは謎謎？
いいえ、ちゃんとしたクイズよ。ヒントはね、地球儀でよく考えてみて。
Yeah, I don't know this. This place does. Yeah. Same spot he started. Why are these a choice? What? So hot or cold place? I don't know. No idea. I kind of just want to say A. Because... So if they go north, and then east, and then south... Nope, no idea. I'll just guess. A. So I have to click it twice for it to get the answer. For it to take it. A. No idea. Probably C. I've never traveled overseas at all. There might be some strange place in the world where you could walk in a blocky N and get back to where you started. Like the Bermuda Triangle or something.
エンジェちゃんにはちょっと難しかったかしら。
北に行って東に行って南に行ったら元の場所に戻ってくるところなんてあるわけない。
それがね、あるのよ。地球上のある場所にね。お家に地球儀があったら それを見ながらいろいろ考えてみてね。どうしてもわからなかったらお父さんに聞いてみなさい。
聞いてみる。
are you talking about a poll?
だから正解を教えて。
正解はとても寒い場所よ。寒い場所って地球のどこかしら。よく考えてみてね。わかったらエンジェちゃんもクラスのみんなに出題してみるといいわよ。みんなきっと驚くわよ。
Where can you find a cold place? Hokkaido? I don't think you end up at the start if you go north, east, and south in Hokkaido. I don't get it. I give up.
さあ、これでわしらの問題はおしまいや。他の人に問題を出してもらうといいで。
行きましょう。次は誰に挑戦しようかしらね。
If Aunt Eva knows puzzles this hard, I'm sure she must be good at quizzes. If she's with me, I know we'll get lots and lots of medals. I think it's because the pole is a flat surface. Who will I ask next?
いかがですか、エンジェ様。よろしければぜひこのゴーダにも挑戦していただけませんか。
このクマさんも難しい問題を用意しましたよ。
I was sort of thinking the desert, like
難しい問題でもへっちゃら。エンジェ一人だけじゃないもん。エヴァおばさんと一緒に解くもん。
Walk 5 kilometers in the Sahara Desert. Go to Kumasawa offered to challenge me. I'll have to go up against everyone in the end, so it doesn't matter who comes next. I waved at Aunt Eva to hurry up, and she ran toward me.
今度はこの二人が出題。どっちから挑戦する？
じゃあ、ゴーダさん。
Oh, I wanted to do Maria next.
はいはい。
Okay, go
かしこまりました。それでは問題を出させていただきます。
難しいですよ。
それでも解く。コツはもう分かったもん。
エンジェちゃんを甘く見ちゃダメよ。ね
え。それはそれではゴーダらしく台所とお料理の問題を出させていただきます。
今度は共闘しましょう。わからないときはおばさんを頼ってね。何かヒントを出せるようにするわ。
ヒントもらうとメダルはもらえない？
メダルとは関係ないからじゃんじゃん頼ってね。
Oh, didn't even tell me. In a witch's house, there is a magic kitchen. Every day it would serve a freshly made meal for the witch when she returned at an appointed time. One day, the witch had to work very late. When she finally got home, all of the food greeted her. Welcome home, great witch. I've made some vegetable stew for you, said the stew in the pot. Welcome home, great witch. Please quickly dip me in the stew and eat me, said the hard bread. Welcome home, great witch. You must be thirsty. Please drink me right away, said the white wine. Welcome home, great witch. If you eat me, the heat of the day will be wiped away, said the ice cream dessert. Now then, one of these is lying. Which one is it? Oh, a lying question. Oh, dude. No. I'm going with A. That's probably not. I can ask her. Okay, I'm just gonna go with A because I see like something that's the same for every one of these that they're saying. So every one of them is talking like they're a person, so it's personification. That's a part of speech. Part of speech where an object is saying things that a person would. So, welcome home, great witch. Please quickly dip me in the stew and eat me. So the bread is saying she should eat it because it's talking like a person. So it knows it's bread and then it's telling her to eat it. Heat of the day will be wiped away, said the ice cream dessert. So A says heat of the day will be wiped away. Okay, I'm gonna go with A. D, the one with ice cream. You don't really wipe away the heat of the day with ice cream. It just makes you get a brain freeze. And then the ice cream dissolves or melts in your mouth. I don't know. I want to say A. Let's do. It's probably D.
食べ物が喋るなんておか
You
しいも
can't
ん。
talk.
いやいえ、これはそういうおとぎ話の問題ですので。
どうやらお分かりにはならなかったようでございますね。
It's probably D. The answer I chosen at random was wrong, apparently. Too bad.
じゃあ正解を教えて。エボおばさんは分かったんでしょ？教えて。
Okay.
いいわ
Is
よ。
it D?
答えはね。
エヴァ様、それはどうかお許しを。レシピと謎々の答えは秘密であるうちが花というものでございます。
What go to keep his chef secrets?
なら郷田さんのいないところで後でこっそり教えてあげるからね。
約束。
But even if I hear the answer later on, I still got it wrong. Oh well. It's D. I better pull myself together and take a shot at Kumasawa's sense puzzle.
次は私でございますね。
Okay, that's good. I tried 3 of them. This is hard. Bye!